Probably one of the healthiest STIM Junkie pre's on the market today. What's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Chaos Crew Stim Head. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you're putting in your body. We'll go over the effects on this bad boy. If you're new to the channel, you like stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So jumping right into this, we'll get the flavor out of the way. Blueberry lemonade. It was a decent blueberry lemonade. You taste the blueberry, you taste the lemonade. It wasn't really like fantastic, but it was not gross. It was decent and smooth, just kind of dull down on the flavors. So jumping into the ingredient profile, I'll put it right in front of me. We have 25 servings, 1 scoop. For 25 servings, not bad. I like the way they did that. 8.3 grams is supposed to be the scoop size. And you're going to need a scale on this. So the closest I got was packing the scoop, scraping it up to the side, and it came to like 9.2 grams. So if you want to be exact, you have to throw this on the scale. So jumping right on the top of the ingredient profile here, we got some energy, protein 0, fat 0. We'll skip all this. There's not even any sodium in this. We'll jump into the goodies here. We have beta alanine at 3.2 grams. This buffers metabolites. It buffers hydrogen that might build up in the muscle. And if hydrogen builds up in the muscle, it can actually lessen your contractional capability and your endurance during your training. So by being saturated with this or having the acute effects of this in a pre-workout, it's going to help you out push out more reps and more sets in the gym. Then we have L-taurine at 1250 milligrams. This naturally is produced in the body and it's found abundant in a bunch of tissue in the body. And its main function, or one of its main functions in the body, is to regulate hydration and electrolyte balance within the cells. It also is a neurotransmitter and neuromodulator for GABA and glycine receptors in the brain for memory and focus, and it has the ability to activate dormant stem cells as well, is what they found. So fabulous ingredient. Love seeing it in a pre-workout. It's one of my favorite ingredients. Then we have L-tyrosine at 1 gram. This is going to increase dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine for cognitive function focus, and also has some benefits with the thyroid by assisting in the production of T3 and T4 hormones for fat loss. Then we have caffeine anhydrous, 250 milligrams, adenosine blocker. This is an adenosine agonist. So this actually blocks adenosine from coming to the adenosine receptors and allows it not to come in, because adenosine will make us groggy and tired, elevates our energy, elevates our mood. This influences acetylcholine, epinephrine, and also causes serotonin, GABA, and dopamine receptors to be more sensitive and active. So fabulous ingredient. I love caffeine. Then we have English walnut leaf extract, 220 milligrams. This is a natural form of DMHA. So DMHA attaches to the TAR1, TAR2 receptors, just like phenethylamine, and boosts norepinephrine, dopamine, and epinephrine for cognitive function, focus, and mood. It's also been known to be a monoamine oxidase inhibitor. So monoamine will come in and it will try to cleave that DMHA off of those TAR1, TAR2 receptors, so it doesn't maintain a high balance and is trying to level out the chemicals in the brain. So it blocks that, so the elevation stays higher as far as cognitive function and focus. This also attacks the central nervous system to give energy, long-ass energy, if it's a good source. Then we have Kepuwasu, the food of the gods. That's what it translates into. So this has some vitamins and minerals, has some calcium, selenium in it, and it's known to have it doesn't have any caffeine, but it's known to have caffeine-like effects and also a boost in alertness. So good ingredients on the healthier side of things. I like to see these extracts in here that provide benefits, because this also has some flavonoids, which you'll find with a lot of these do. So flavonoids are going to help us on a cellular level. They're going to activate second messengers like CAMP and GMP, cyclic GMP, and also activate the kinases AMPK and ATK. So a lot of these ingredients are going to activate these things, so it's going to help with extra fat burning, extra energy, and extra health benefits all in all. Then we have Nelumbo nucifera extract. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. That's 50 milligrams. I don't know if I said the Kepuwasu was 150 milligrams, but that's what that was. So Nwembu at 50 milligrams. Nwembu is basically sacred lotus flower. And it's got all kinds of different benefits. So it's got like anti-diuretic, antidepressant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, quite a bit as far as during independent studies on certain things. It's been used for years. And this also contains catechins and anthocyanidins, just like kind of like Vaso-6 and Sulflo-6 has. So it's going to activate the second messenger's GMP, cyclic GMP, cyclic AMP for sure, and it's going to cause some vasodilation. It's going to also cause the activation of AMPK and ATK enzymes for glucose utilization, fat utilization, and just energy production. So you got some hitters in here on a healthy side. I love it. Then we have citrus aurantium extract, 50 milligrams, bitter orange. So the main ingredient in it, besides these other alkaloids, it's going to have small amounts of other alkaloids in it, is synephrine. So synephrine increases energy expenditure and your resting metabolic rate. It's also been shown to actually dial down appetite as well. And what this does, this is a beta-3 agonist. And this is an agonist to the beta-3 receptors, and it's selective because they're all beta-2 receptors as well. And what this is going to do is this is going to help with mobilizing fat. So when you start agonizing the receptors like that, the cells, cause them to not do what they are programmed to do, you're going to get an adrenaline release. You're going to get, because of the fat loss being released out of the cells, and you're going to get fat burning. You're going to get glucose utilization. This ingredient here, for some people, has been shown to increase heart rate, and also can increase blood pressure. And just so you know now, I didn't notice a big difference as far as heart rate was elevated a little bit, and blood pressure I seem fine. These healthy ingredients in here really dial you off this pre-workout very well. I'll let you know how it hits. Then we have Hordenum Valgur extract at 15 milligrams. Sorry about that. So this is an ingredient that contains some vitamin D, from what I understand, and it's also got the minerals in it: potassium, calcium, iron, phosphorus, and magnesium. So there we got some hydration in there, and I don't know if that's what it's in here for, because it also helps with cellular function. So this has beta glucans in it, and it helps influence leukocyte function to regulate cell growth in the body, and also boosts the immune system, because beta glucans, they bind and attach to immune cells or receptors called neutrophils within the gut, and it actually boosts, supercharges your immunity. So I love that aspect of that. Then we have Tamar Indus Indian extract at 30 milligrams. So this is rich in polyphenols and flavonoids, and it's been shown to regulate blood sugar. It's been shown in a study, I think, to help with fatty liver disease. It regulates blood pressure, it regulates immunity, it regulates anti-inflammation, and it's an antidiuretic. And you will sweat on this pre-workout. This is a fat-burning powerhouse STIM Junkie pre. Then we have naringin at 30 milligrams. This stimulates the production of a fat-burning hormone called adiponectin. And adiponectin works by breaking down the fats within cells, kind of like carnitine does, to deliver and distribute them in the bloodstream to be used as energy. Then we have black pepper extract at 10 milligrams. This is to bring it all together, an ingredient in the stomach and the digestive system to get things working. So, Stim Head by Chaos Crew. How did it do? That rhymed. I've been doing a lot of rhyming in my videos. So you first take the scoop, and the beta-alanine, this is, be ready for this one if you decide to use it. This, to me, is one of my absolute favorites as far as Stim Head, like they say, Stim Junkie pre-workout, especially for fat burning and energy and mood and all that stuff. So this thing comes in, which is what I like it, quickly. So you start feeling the beta-alanine about 8 minutes in. And it's just kind of slowly climbing. You get little pins and needles here. Nothing like super high level. Maybe even like it's like a medium is what I feel like it is. But it starts to creep in about 8 minutes, and it elevates, I think, about 10 minutes. Shortly after that, within 5 minutes, 4 minutes, focus, energy kick in. So it starts super rapidly, and then I'd say it builds slowly. It starts rapidly. It's not a slap. It just comes in. It builds slowly up until 30 minutes. And you're just like, wow, man, this thing feels good. You're feeling good. Your mood is elevated. You're positive. You don't even want to think negative. And you're just driven. You're very productive on this thing and happy. This is a dancing pre. This is a happy pre. So this hits very well on those aspects as far as mood. We had 30 minutes, you be in the gym training, but it doesn't stop there. So it doesn't get any crazier, but from 30 minutes to about 45 minutes, it's not like the energy and the focus extremely build. They just build a tad bit more But what comes in around 30 minutes, 35 minutes is this underlying anxious feeling. So if you're in the gym training already, it just kind of like pushes you. It pole vaults you through your training because it just kind of like picks up a little bit and then gets you going. You're going to get 2 hours of training on this thing. You're going to love it. You're going to love to train. I had so much energy and endurance on this thing. It is pretty damn awesome. So I like pre-workouts like this. Of course, it's not something we want to take all the time, even though there's a lot of natural ingredients in it. But if you do take a pre-workout like this with all the health benefits of these other ingredients, it's not going to hit you as hard as some of these other STIM Junkie pre-workouts, because you're going to be controlling antioxidant, oxidative stress, and all kinds of different things within the body. So fantastic deliver. The energy is going to last for, geez, all freaking day. So you don't taper down until about 4 hours after consuming it. So you don't really notice a big taper down until about 4 hours. That goes with the focus as well. And after 4 hours, it slowly starts to come down, but you have energy for the whole rest of the day as far as an underlying healthy leftover energy, the way this thing kind of like makes you recover from it. Really good STIM Junkie pre and experience. The focus on this thing is in your head, not nootropic bubble, but super dialed in and focused, happy, productive mind. You just kind of because your mood's elevated, your mind is just really productive, and you're just happy to do anything and everything. Like I said, your exercises are going to be great. You're going to focus in and dial into the sets and the reps. And you need to, if you don't want to rush through your workout and you don't want the anxious type of energy, then you need to really dial down and concentrate, put a timer on between sets and reps. Because if you don't, you're just going to be just so happy you finish, and you're going to just like sit there like, yeah, with the music, and you're going to jump on a set real early. I was doing supersets when I was running this thing. So basically what I was doing, the first day was a push day, and I did chest and triceps and presses. And in between every set, I did push-ups. So I was like, I got to get this energy out of me. So it is a very physical type energy that it brings with you. Today, I did kettlebell swings between every freaking set on a pull day. So I did over 300 kettlebell swings. Of course, it worked to failure because I'm 54 and I got to watch my back and my shoulders. But it just tells you what kind of energy this can actually bring to the table. Now, these are workouts that I've done before, and these are workouts I can do with an ample amount of caffeine in me, but this made it so smooth that I still had energy afterwards, and I had to actually stop myself because the energy was still there. So the physical energy does dial down after about 2 hours, but you're left with, like I said, for that and the brain function will dial down tad bit after 3 hours or 4 hours, but you're left with this thing, with this product, this DMHA, this STIM hit, and all the other things to this. You're left with this for at least a good 6 hours before you can kind of feel like you're back to normal. But like I said, I give it up to Chaos Crew. They're one of my favorite companies because they're you're not going to find these ingredients in other pre-workouts. They designed this thing on a healthy aspect as well, whether they meant to or not. But they've designed this thing to be a healthy STIM Junkie pre, if there is such a thing. But I believe there is. This is on the healthier side of STIM Junkie pre's. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. It's just my 2 cents on the end there. So try to think of what else I might want to tell you on this. Pumps. So there's no pump ingredients in this, but you're going to be surprised if you try this thing. You're going to have some tight vascularity on this sucker. So there's a lot of vasodilation going on with these polyphenols, the flavonoids, the catechins that are in this thing. So it's not a direct cell swelling pump. It's not designed to be a pump pre-workout, but this thing really flows the blood into the muscle, and you do feel tight. My chest still feels tight from yesterday, and you're going to enjoy it as a STIM Junkie pre. I guarantee it. I really love this thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is David. I'm going to be signing off. Once again, take a look at sucker STIM Head by Chaos Crew. We'll see you next time on the channel.